Yes, I cut my bags, and they are very short. Don't spend all your time commenting about it. I know. Anyway, I want to talk about something that may be a difficult topic for a lot of people, but caregiver burnout is not a moral failing. Okay, people who have no choice but to be caregivers for someone in their family with ongoing, increasingly debilitating, degenerative diseases, conditions, Alzheimer's, dementia, multiple sclerosis, anything that is going to be a long haul. And yes, MS can be a long haul for some. Cancer, any kind of debilitating, progressive condition. When you go through constant traumatic events with their health, constant, are they going to die now? And oh no, they're fine. Are they going to die now? Oh no, they're fine. With falls and ambulances in the middle of the night and worrying about their health, fighting with doctors and juggling all the appointments and all that shit that normally would take about 20 people to do, and it's all on you alone. No human being is equipped to handle that kind of duty. No human being. And yet, due to the terrible United States of America's healthcare, that is what so many people are forced to do, is be caregivers. And some of us are caregivers for people who have caused us so much trauma, and we get even more trauma added to it. And caregiving is traumatic. It is a traumatic situation, and it's one you cannot escape from. There's a reason caregivers often die first, before the person they're taking care of, because we don't get to take care of our own health. Right now, my mom is sitting in the recliner in front of the TV, unable to function. She's having PET scans. She's going to get a bronchoscopy, this coming Friday. She's recovering from a PET scan. I'm not going to go to church tomorrow because she's feeling so unwell. She took care of my severely disabled Parkinson's disease dad for going on 13 years now. 14 years. 13. 13. Anyway, whatever. 13 years, because 2026. She's been doing it for 13 fucking years with no help. We couldn't qualify for Medicaid. We couldn't qualify for assistance. We did all of this shit ourselves. In and out of the hospital. Falls. Traumatic incidents. Dealing with poop, pee, vomit, everything. Juggling doctors, all of that shit that normally takes an entire administrative team. And it was just my mom and me off to the side doing some of it, but not all of it. But now my mom's health is failing. Between March 2025 and January 2026 right now, my mom has declined as much as my dad has in 13 fucking years. And you want to tell me that's a moral failing? Fuck you. Caregiving is trauma, constant inescapable trauma. Why do you think I am on antidepressant medication? Why do you think I am fighting suicide all the time? Why do you think I'm in therapy with PTSD and anxiety and depression? Why do you think? Because it's fun? No. It's because caregiver burnout. I have it, my mom has it, but my mom's physical condition is deteriorating because she has not been able to go to a doctor in all this time until she was forced to by her health. And to be honest, she's probably going to die soon. I don't know, I hope not. But my dad's just going to keep on trucking, and she's going to be in the fucking ground. And you want to say that's a moral failing and that you just need to try harder. You know what? How about you fix the fucking systems that make it so hard to get care? Why don't you do that instead of judging caregivers? And like, this is not saying that autism moms are right to put out videos of their autistic kids, whether they're children or adults, in states of distress or in states they would never show their neurotypical children in. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's okay for them to do that. What I am saying is that their pain is real, their rage is real, and they're probably doing it because they have exhausted every other avenue and they have had noses turned up at them at every turn they've made. They've jumped through every hoop, signed every dotted line and still got told no. And now they have to care for a person they can't handle. I get it now. And I'm not saying it's right for them to harm their kids or exploit them or splash them all over the internet. That's not what I'm saying, once again. But I can understand the anger now. Now I can understand the anger. Because it took so long to get IHSS in here for my dad. And even then, it's only for like 4.5 hours. He really needs 24/7 care, but we can't get that. And Mom won't put him in a facility because the facilities would almost fucking killed him. He has survived things that have killed healthier people. And sometimes I'm bitter about it because my best friend Elizabeth died in March. Just barely 2 weeks before my dad had a huge health disaster that pretty much spiraled everybody. But she died just by looking at death. And meanwhile, my dad gets to slap its back, shake hands with it, waltz it with it, make out with it, have dinner with it, and he gets to walk away alive. But she just looks at it and dies. Like, why does the person that made my life better, why did she die? And why did the one that makes it worse survive? I don't know. But when you see a caregiver who's bitter and pissed off and tired and angry, instead of judging, shut your fucking mouth. Shut your mouth and walk away. Because we are people that have had it up to here with asking for help and getting told no, or getting inadequate help, and then having to fight a system that is stacked against us every step of the way, and a system that is looking for every possible way to shortchange us and take away what it's given us. We are fucking tired. And the government just keeps keeping this broken system going instead of fixing it. So instead of getting mad at caregivers, why don't you get mad at the fucking asshole government? Get mad at these rich assholes that keep getting richer off the suffering of people like me and my dad and my mom. Off the suffering of people in need who are disabled, who are sick, who are dying, and are just left to the wind. Why don't you get mad at the people that create that situation instead of being mad at the people in the situation? Okay? This is just a rant from someone who's pissed off and sick of it. But I got cute leggings, so I don't care. Anyway, don't blame caregivers for being mad. Blame the systems that are so broken that they're suffering. And that disabled people are suffering because their caregivers are suffering. Be mad at the people creating that situation. Don't be mad at the people in the situation. Got it? Got it.